Yo, what up, dogs? Welcome back to another movie review. This time, I'm talking about a little movie called 65. This movie is a PG-13 action-adventure drama that runs for about 1 hour and 33 minutes. Perfect runtime. It's directed and written by Scott Beck and Bryan Woods, and it stars Adam Driver and Ariana Greenblatt. The logline listed here on IMDb is an astronaut crash lands on a mysterious planet only to discover he's not alone. So let's quickly talk about this movie. I guess I should point in here, spoiler alert, just in case I spoil something, but I'm going to be very glossy as usual, so here we go. The film starts off with Adam Driver's character. His name is Miles and his small family, and it sets up the idea that his daughter is sick of some unknown disease and they don't have the money to pay for the procedure to cure her, which is kind of weird because they're in like a futuristic planet. You think they would have the cures for diseases by now, but they don't. And he has to go and run one last mission in space because he is a transporter, and the mission is taking a colony to a new planet to colonize a future Earth for them to live on. So if he does this last mission, he'll have enough money to cure his daughter. So fast forward to the mission itself, and they're just in space chilling, and the ship accidentally comes in line with an asteroid field, and the asteroids pretty much obliterate the ship, causing Miles to wake up and perform an emergency evacuation slash crash landing on the closest planet nearby. And as he performs this maneuver, the ship is obviously torn apart. He is sent to one section of this planet and everything else is just scattered all over the place. So after the ship crash lands, Miles gets up, dusts himself off, runs some diagnostics to see what's going on this planet that he crashed on. He learns that it's like a breathable planet, it's habitable, but it's also an uncharted planet that's not on any of his star maps. So the rescue party won't really actually know where he is. He also runs the diagnostics to see if anyone of his crew survived, and it turns out no one did. So he is all alone on this planet, and he doesn't quite know what to do, and he goes out and starts exploring the planet, and he like sees like there's life here, more like foliage, right? Like the trees are alive, there's breathable air, there's running water, there's geysers, there's mud. Like it's a planet that is pretty cool for him. He runs another diagnostics just in case it finds out that there is a cargo that is alive. So he goes on a mission to find it, and this is where we are introduced to Koa, who's unconscious. Like he saves her, brings her back to the crash landed ship, tries to revive her, so to speak. And she seems alive, but in a coma. And so he leaves her be, and he goes on a little hike. It's a lot of hiking in this movie. And he goes to find, like, where could the tail end of the ship be? And he finds it. He finds it accidentally. And he runs his little diagnostics. He has a little laptop with him, too, with slash binoculars. And the computer, like, tells him, like, yo, it's only 15 kilometers away. We can make that. But it's on top of a big mountain, right? And then, like, the girl, Koa, she's awake. And they try to form a relationship. But Koa can't speak his language. And he can't speak her language because he doesn't have his translator. So his Babelfish thing is not working. So they don't know how to respond to each other. And this is where the movie starts to go into wolf and cub mode, where he is the elder and the protector of this young girl who has like no skills, but as she works with him, she gets the skills to be a survivalist as well. They don't do a lot of survivalist things like you would think, but they do go on an adventure together. I'm not going to talk about anything else about this movie now because I just really wanted to set up the start of this film of like, this is what we're starting with. And the goal of this movie is these two characters go from point A, which is the crash land site, to point Z, which is the tail of the ship, which has an escape pod that will jettison them back into the atmosphere to be saved. And that is really the gist of the movie. And I don't want to talk anymore about the story of this film because I really don't want to ruin it for you. There's not much about this film that I don't like. I enjoyed myself quite a bit, but I think the only thing that this film severely lacked is any threat. So it's only Koa and Miles in the entire film. And you don't feel like the dinosaurs are ever a threat to these two characters because you don't feel like these two characters will ever die. And I think that's because if you know the wolf and cub trope, the wolf is so badass of a character that no harm will ever come to the cub, period. And in a film like this, I think we needed to have a couple characters as collateral damage to kind of instill a little bit of could they die into the audience. So there is one thing in this film that I found mildly annoying, and it's the bag that Miles, or actually I guess Koa, carries this bag, right? And this bag has every tool imaginable in it. And I don't think you ever see him load up the bag with all these other tools, but you do see them load up for battle, for the hike, right? Like you see them bring the gun, the bombs, and I think a flashlight. Like you do see them load up, but you don't see them bring the shovel. This water canteen. Like this bag has everything in it, and it's just comical to me when I was watching it. I was just like, oh, he's got this solution. And his gun is practically infinite amount of bullets. Like I don't understand the gun because he's shooting it like for 100% of this movie, and I don't know how this gun reloads. I don't know if there's something on the spaceship where he holsters the gun, this binocular computer device that can do everything. Like it's so overpowered. Like he has all the gear he's almost Batman. He's prehistoric Batman without the cape and cowl, because he has everything. And because he has all the tools at his disposal, like everything you could think of, it also minimizes the threat level of the prehistoric dinosaurs that are around him. So here's what I liked about the film. One, I really liked Adam Driver. I'm a big fan of his. So just him in the movie, he's great. So I enjoyed every scene he was in. Two, the dinosaurs looked really good. Like really good. I thought they looked great actually. There's only like one or two questionable scenes where the CGI looked really bad. And it's not even the dinosaurs. It was a scene where Adam Driver is running away from a dinosaur, and as he's running away you could see like the green screen on him. It just looked weird. Like it just looks so out of place. I don't understand why those two scenes looked that bad, but they did. But the dinosaurs in general looked really cool. Everything that you see in the trailer dinosaur wise looks really good on the big screen. So the other thing that I liked was eventually they actually do introduce a real threat, which is time, because it turns out, and I hope this isn't a spoiler, so I'm going to put spoiler warning right here, right now. Skip it if you want to, because this is the last thing I'm going to be talking about of this film. So skip to the next part, which will be me talking about, will I get this for my movie collection? And so what that threat is the meteor that destroyed Earth and the dinosaurs. That is a looming threat that is shown to us. And once that gets introduced to the movie really does pick it up and moves at a lot quicker pace, and that's where I think the film like really shines. So I guess the question is, did I like the film? Yes, I did. I might be the only person that actually enjoyed the film. I think it's going to be a great rainy day movie when it comes out on, video on demand, streaming, physical, like wherever it comes out. I actually thought it was a good runtime. 90 minutes for a dude running around killing dinosaurs. What more could you ask for? It's not like the best movie of all time, but it definitely lays the groundwork for future movies like a Turok the Dinosaur Hunter. And I look forward to more movies with dinosaurs. Like, give me that. We don't just need Jurassic Park. We can have more movies with dinosaurs and dudes with guns. Give me Cadillacs and dinosaurs. Give me anything with dinosaurs. I'm there. And the final question is, would you buy this movie and put it into your movie collection? The answer is yes. Yes, I would. It would go into this collection. It is, like I already said, a good rainy day movie, and I do want to watch it again just to see if there was anything I missed. I'm reviewing this only after one watch, right? So I want to watch this again, reassess my point of view of this review. And on that note, my friends, that is the end of the review for the movie 65. And I hope you enjoyed it. And I would just want to say thank you again for giving me a few minutes of your day. It means a lot to me. And I hope you guys have a great week. And whatever movies you decide to go and see or watch at home, I hope you enjoy them and have a good time. Peace out, everybody.